30,000 calls. Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode here of Essential Marketing, where our mission is to provide helpful tips and tricks to anyone who is interested in marketing. And today we're celebrating 30,000 phone calls. That's how many phone calls we have not only generated, but more importantly, that we have actually listened in on. And that's something that we had set out to do now 2 years ago. So this is year 2 for us, that we are listening on every single phone call that we generate through our marketing efforts for our customers. And so part of this was also a reflection point. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to be listening on so many phone calls, right? And the short answer is a resounding yes, it is. And today I'm going to share with you all why it could be worth it for you. And so reason number 1 of why we definitely will continue to listen in on every single phone call is that it allows us to really bridge the gap between marketing and sales. Larger organizations will be very familiar with this, where you have the sales guys saying, oh my gosh, like the leads are horrible. You guys are not bringing us decent leads. We just can't convert them. And then the marketing guys are saying to the sales guys, we're doing all this work. We doubled the amount of leads that we get you guys, and you guys need to work a little bit harder, or really hunt these people down, right? And so this is really the intersection between marketing and sales of being able to listen in on the quality of the leads that you're generating. What are their questions? What products or services are they interested in? Are they interested in booking an appointment, taking the next steps right there on the phone? What other questions do they have before they're ready to take the next steps, right? All of those questions you are going to find answers to by just listening in and to what those leads have to say, right? So that's number 1, is it really can help bridge the gap between marketing and sales. Reason number 2 of why we're going to continue to listen on every single phone call is that it allows us really to see the performance of individual advertising campaigns. So let me unpack that a little bit more and also share with you guys a software that we use. So here's a screenshot that you can see from a tool that we use. The name is CallRail, and it allows us to track then people that come through a Google ad versus a Google business profile versus a Facebook post or Facebook ad and newsletter. Is all those different channels will have different performance levels and how they are leading a person to pick up the phone and call, and we're able to track that then through CallRail. And so, well, just to unpack the technology a little bit, the way that it works is you're able to lease phone numbers at a pretty reasonable price. I think it's a little bit over $1 per month per phone number, and you can tie that to a campaign. And then they also have some technology that allows for automatic swapping and changing depending on where a person comes from. And so that knowledge for us as marketers or for you as a business owner will really help understand the performance of individual advertising campaigns, of messaging that you're using, of creative that you're introducing. And so now you're really able to not only understand sort of the number of leads, but also the quality of those leads depending on the advertisement and channel. So huge benefit of being able to do that. That was reason number 2. Reason number 3 of why we love having that qualitative data by listening in on all those phone calls is you are guaranteed to find problems or opportunities without even knowing that they exist. If you take 100 phone calls, I guarantee that you will find something in there that you can improve. And because customers that are calling in, they're going to be asking questions about certain things. They're going to make claims about advertising and content. You know, it happens all the time for us that we hear from customers that say, hey, well, I saw on your website or I saw in your ad that you do X, Y, and Z. And even though we know for sure we did not, that content wasn't there, some of those individuals, they're reading in between the lines and are assuming certain things. And so now that information will allow us to become a little bit more crisp and dial in our content, dial in the advertising so that we can get more of the people who are qualified leads and less of the people who are never going to convert because they're asking for something that we just are not able to offer, right? And so the other thing where it can be extremely helpful, especially for organizations where you have other people answering the phone for you, is over time it's really, really helpful to do sort of a quality check. One of the things that we see, especially with our service providers, is when they get a phone call for their competition, and that happens very quickly. Let's take a plumber, for example, right? Well, here in Washington State, there are certain plumbers that everybody knows because they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in advertising, and so they might be calling the smaller guys, a consumer might be calling the smaller guys and asking for that competitor because your ads are appearing at the very top. And then your staff say, oh no, we're not this company, as opposed to saying, hey, no, we do plumbing, yeah, we can help, right? And so having this kind of content, having those voice recordings can help, especially in training and really improving also your staff who are answering the phone. So that's reason number 3. So those are the main reasons for us why we are going to continue to listen on every single phone call that we generate for our customers. It's a hard decision because, as you can imagine, there's a lot of time that goes into listening in on all those phone calls. There's different things that we're doing to kind of streamline that, but hands down, for anybody who's in marketing, for any business owners, this is something that you want to take a look at. It's incredibly useful data and content for you to have. And so if you're in the market to try it out, give us a shout out. We'd love to kind of point you out in the right direction, or potentially even help you get everything set up.